My name is Kellen Kinyua. I am a Kenyan African, a Meru specifically. I come from the Kenyan tribe called Meru. Um, a mother. I have two beautiful little girls. And I work in technology. I work for a fintech company called Cellulant, where we provide payment solutions across Africa. And specifically, I work in customer experience. So it's my day night job to look after customers, just make sure that the experience that we're giving them overall is world class, that they feel welcome, they feel at home, they feel important, taken care of, and that their business is valued by us. So that's what I do day to day. So I happened upon customer experience in an interesting way. So originally, I am a programmer by training. So I started by writing software. And as time went by in my career, I realized that I enjoy solving problems a lot. And I enjoy speaking to customers. Like a customer's pain, I would really identify with it. Yeah, and I would feel like it's important to step in, communicate well, not leave them hanging. And so my work just sort of evolved to what I do now. And I think all of the jobs that I have done, so I've worked with Cellulant since 2013. And all of my jobs that I have done, except for the first one that I was hired to do, didn't exist before. So there would be a need, and I would find a way to step in and meet it, all the way to where I am now. I used to think that I wasn't a people person because I'm an introvert, but truly, I enjoy finding a problematic situation and fixing it, and just like seeing the impact that it has on other people. I truly enjoy that. So, being a woman in technology, I realized from really early on that I was sort of like out of place. Yeah, I felt the I felt the distance. Yeah, or like the difference between me and my male colleagues. And I think one of the most valuable lessons that I learned, or I have learned working in an industry that typically isn't filled with women, is how to find my place, how to earn respect, and that nobody's going to give anything to me. Yeah. Um, so I usually say that I'm a feminist, but not that kind. I usually say that all I ask is just like give me a fair shot, and and if I do well, give the thing to me, and if I do poorly, give me the feedback. So that's a thing that I've learned because of my journey in my career specifically, that I sort of have had to take everything that I have. Nobody's going is going to come and give it to me. And I think that's a valuable lesson for me, just as a person in my life, to pass down to my daughters. Because when we look at affirmative action, and I have nothing against affirmative action, but it could sometimes send the message that we are women, we are weak, somebody help us. And I've learned in my own life that we're women, we're strong, and we can have all of the things that we want if only we go and get them. So that's been a powerful lesson for me through my lived experience, that actually the story that is told about me as a woman is not true. That I am strong and I can have the things that I want. Yeah, so I recently learned that a human being is only born with two fears. That we only have two fears, like innately. One is the fear of falling, and two is the fear of loud noises. And every other fear we have is acquired, it's taught, it's learned, it's given to us. So the first question that I would ask is, who taught you to be afraid? And the second thing is to ask all of these things that you feel, I can't have this, I can't do this, I'm not good at this, I'm not able to do that. I'll ask a question, who told you? You'll find the answer is that it's yourself. That's what I've learned. I've told myself many things, I'm not good at puzzles. I'm not good at solving problems. I'm not a morning person. I can't go hiking. And I have changed all of those things and realized that all of this time it was me telling myself that I couldn't do it. So just those two questions. Who taught you to be afraid? And who said you can't do it? A Kenyan woman, um, in my mind, is like one of the most resilient, strong, unbeatable forces um, that exists. So the picture I have in my mind is she wakes up earlier than everybody and goes to bed later than everybody. She cares for her children, her husband, if she has one, herself, her mother, her siblings. Um, she looks after her work, whether it is, you know, informal domestic work or this high flying corporate work, but she looks after her work. She brings her best. Um, she's there for her friends. She's there for her sisters. She's almost like impossible. It's almost impossible for one person to exist. But in my mind, a Kenyan woman is strong, is powerful beyond what she thinks, because she's always doubting herself, always wondering if she's giving her best. But truly, in my mind, when I think about it, a Kenyan woman is like a rock, like solid, steadfast, sure. She can be depended on, by all of those who are around her. She's like an anchor that holds everything.